In this video, we are going to set up Echo Speaks, which is probably the best integration that you can have with your SmartThings to give you full control of all of your Echo devices right in your SmartThings ecosystem. Hi, this is Justin from Simply Smart, where we make smart home technology as easy as 1, 2, 3. So if you're interested in smart home technology, consider subscribing for more content like this. In this video, what we're going to do is install our Echo Speaks here. So this is the Echo Speaks document page, and I'll leave a link of this in the video description. And this has got everything that you need to get it set up. But what we're going to do is actually hop onto our phone and show you how to get it going. So this is just the main page here. So it kind of shows you, what the project is about, the current releases, and some information about SmartThings and Habitat. So if you come up to configuration, you got some updates, you got some support even. And you also have a donate link here. So if you do install this and you do love it, definitely consider donating, because it will definitely help them further develop this smart app, which is, I think, is the best integration with SmartThings that I've ever used for sure. All right, so over on the install page, we have automated install, GitHub install, and manual install. We are going to use the automated install using the community installer, because I've already done a video on how to set up the community installer, and it's very easy. And once you get this set up, if there are any updates to the Echo Speaks, you can SmartThings is going to send you a notification, and you're going to just go over to your community installer, click on the update button, and then you will instantly have everything updated without having to do any GitHub integration or any manual stuff. So let's go ahead and click on the community installer, and they're going to give you instructions here on how to do that, but I'm going to put the link up at the top of the screen and also in the video description on how I walk you through to do that. And then once you have that done, you can do the server configuration. So let's go ahead and jump onto our phone and show you how to get all of this set up. Okay, so we are on our SmartThings app, and I've already got this installed, so I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like once you have it installed. So you can see you have all of your Echo devices right in your My Home tab of your SmartThings app under the things. So you have, I got my Echo upstairs, I got one in my parents' room here, you got all of your Echo devices, and it even shows you what they are. So the Echo Accord, that is the Echo Auto in my Honda Accord, and the next one down is the family room, and you can see that's the 3rd generation. And then you have the Echo Foyer, which is the 2nd generation. We have an Echo Show in the kitchen. Now when you click on one of these, then you're going to get a bunch of different options. So you'll be able to play, pause, change the volume. You'll be able to quick tap and do all of these things. It'll also tell you all of the capabilities of that device. And that's what we're going to be setting up, so we can get our Echo devices into our SmartThings as a device, so we can use them in automations and do all kinds of cool stuff. So now what we need to do is you have to get the community installer installed. So if you haven't done that yet, go down to the video description and follow my video on how to install the SmartThings community installer. Okay, now I have completely uninstalled my Echo Speaks, so you can see that all of my Echo devices that I just showed you are now gone. So I'm going to have to set this up all over again from the beginning. and set up everything that I had set up with it. So that's going to be a lot of work. But I did that for you guys to show you how to get this set up, and it's super easy with the community installer. So once you got your community installer all installed, following the video in the description, go over to your automation tab and find your ST community installer and choose that. Okay, now once over here, obviously you got to choose your login type and your browser type, and then just go to the bottom and click Installer Home. That's going to open up the installer, and you just need to sign in. And once signed in, it's going to load in all of the applications. And here we go. So we have about in the middle, we have Echo Speaks. And you can see anything that I have installed, you have an installed banner in the upper right hand corner. And anything that needs updates says updates, and anything you don't have installed has nothing up there. So I'm going to go up to our Echo Speaks, tap on that. It's going to go ahead and give you some information about it. You can look at the GitHub details, and it will show you all of the things that is going to installed, which ones are parents, which ones are going to be published, which ones enable OpenAuth, and all we need to do is go to the bottom and click Install. Now the installer is running, pulling everything in and getting everything set up in your SmartThings in the background. Alright, so it says install process complete, and then all you need to do is hit the back button and hit the save button. And now what you need to do, you notice it does not show up here under your Smart Apps, but where you need to go, at the very bottom, and hit add a Smart App. And then you just want to go all the way down to the bottom and click My Apps. And it should be in this list. So here it is. Echo Speaks is here. And also notice that the Echo Speaks action says do not install from here. So do not tap on that. Just tap on your Echo Speaks. And once you come into here, you have some different options. So if you tap on the version, it'll tell you which version you have and some of the latest things that have been updated. So we're going to click done there. And then you have some options down here. So auto create new devices. Now what that will do is it will scan your Amazon account, and if you do order a new Echo device, it'll automatically add it to your SmartThings without you having to do anything. You can also create devices for tablets. You can create multi-room music devices, and you can create other Alexa enabled devices like Fire TV, Cube Stick, Sonos, etc. And the other option is rename devices to match the Amazon Echo name. And then the other option here is to add Echo prefix. So what it will do is it will say you have one of your Echoes is named Kitchen. What it will do is it will name it Kitchen, and then it will add the prefix Echo-Kitchen. So that's a pretty clean way of keeping all of your Echo devices together in your SmartThings. So I definitely recommend just keeping those two checked, and you can always rename them once they go into SmartThings if you wanted to. And then you can view the documentation here. So this is kind of the same thing that we were looking at before. And you have manage logging and metrics. You can come in here and you can toggle these on and off. pretty much you can just keep these as they are, and you can enable do not share data. So all you have to do is, once you have all your settings, just hit the save button, and now what it's done is it's added it to our Smart Apps section under the Automation tab. So here it is. So if we tap on that, there are some additional steps that we need to do to get this working. So the first thing you need to do is set up your domain. So if we tap on this, depending on where you're located, you're going to want to choose the proper Amazon domain. So I am in the United States, so I'm going to be keeping the first option there. And then you also want to choose your location. So I'm in the United States again, just keep it the way it is. And then what you want to do is go down and tap Begin Server Setup. So what that's going to do is going to open up this page, and you're going to want to copy the code that's given to you here. So we're just going to copy all of our code. All right. And then you need to tap the button to deploy Heroku. I think that's how you say it. Now, if you do not have an account, you'll just have to create an account here and click Create an Account. I already do have an account, so I'm just going to log in. All right, now once you create an account, or once you log in, then you're going to have the option to create a new app. So what you're going to go ahead and do is just paste in that code that we copied. And now you see that it's giving you an error, not available. So if you just hit the space button and hit the back button, now it is green and it is available. All right, so then all we need to do, all this other stuff is already set up, and now we just need to hit done there, and then we just need to go to the bottom and hit deploy app, and then this is where the magic happens. So our app is being built. Everything is being installed automatically. All right, then at the bottom you can see that our app was deployed successfully. And now you want to click on Manage App. And click Open App. Now once you hit the Open App, you're going to have this option, and you're going to have to log into your Amazon account. So we're going to click on Go to Login Page, and here is just going to redirect you to Amazon where you can enter your account. And now that once you've logged in, it will say Authentication Good. And now you have it all logged in and set up. All right, now we can actually go back to SmartThings. And now you can see it looks a little bit different than last time we were here. And we just have to hit the next button at the top and the save button. All right, and now when we go in, we have this working. So let's go back, let's go out of this, and let's check our My Home. And now you can see that all of my Echo devices have been added here. So if we go into here, it's going to have these same options that I showed you before. And they're all in here, so that's great. So we have all of our Echo devices as actual devices in our SmartThings, which you can do so much with this. Let's go back to the Automation tab, and let's go back into Echo Speaks, and let's go down to Manage Devices. And you can also change the device detection stuff. This is kind of the stuff that we set up before. And I'm going to actually, so you can, add multi-room devices, add tablets, all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and add some devices that I do not want to use. So I'm going to tap here, And let's go some of these off. I don't think we need the Echo Auto on there either. Alright, so hit done there. And now these are the don't use devices. Now let's go back actually to my home tab. So remember, I took Ari's name off the list, but notice that the Echo is still here. The reason why that is because it already discovered it and added it here. But now what I can do is I can come in and I can go ahead and delete this, and it will not add it back because it's in the ignored devices essentially. And I'll kind of demonstrate some of this stuff as well. So I have the Echo Office is right next to me here. So if I open this up, so we can say welcome home.
Welcome back. Please tell the cat to stop tormenting me.
You can also have it say good morning.
Good morning.
Good night.
Rest well.
Say a compliment.
You're good enough. You're smart enough. And doggone it, people like you.
You can also have it do calendar events, all kinds of stuff. So these are all of the options built in right here. And in the next video, I will show you how to kind of get this working a little bit better. But the first step is to get all of your devices into your SmartThings. And now, basically what this has done is normally what you have to do to use in an Echo device is you have to say something to get something. Now what we can do is we can use anything in our smart home to have her say something. So she has now basically become the voice of our smart home. So we can have her do announcements, like we have it set up where when we go to bed, it automatically says good night and sets the alarm. So we know that the alarm is set and we can sleep better. So that's just one example, but I mean, you can do so much with this integration. I mean, this is probably the best integration that exists currently for SmartThings. As long as you're an Echo user, you definitely have to get this installed on your SmartThings immediately because you are missing so much, I'm telling you. So that is pretty much it from this video. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you have any trouble getting it installed, I'll also leave a link to the Echo Speaks documentation. Definitely get that community installer installed because when you have updates, you can easily update it with a click of a button. And I will see you in the next video.